Good morning, everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. Uh, I just finished a video which is about the Kaaba and why Muslims they pray to Kaaba. It's going to be posted soon in minds.com, and the link is in the address you see of the video. So I would like in the beginning to invite you all please to subscribe to that page where you can watch my new videos, which I cannot load them in YouTube directly. And in the same time you can download those videos. Now in the picture in front of us there's a kind of strange picture of a woman. She is walking in a robe between two mountains. You know, life is about courage but sometimes courage can bring death. And sometimes I ask myself why people risk themselves just for the sake of risk, and why people who need to risk their life for the sake of something deserve to be a risk for, they don't do that. I find that most of those people who do those things, they are bored and they are just looking for excitement, and you know, excitement for them is something missing in life, so they try to get it in any way, in any price. So we Christians, we don't walk in a robe, not because we are cowards. No, we are willing to walk on fire in order to save somebody from fire, but not just for the sake of entertainment or to get excitement. Same time, if I am a Muslim, I ask myself, why a Muslim he risk his life for something he have no idea what it is? Why Muslim want to kill others and kill himself for just the promises of heaven full of wine and whiskey and black label and women and naked boys and rubies and gold? Why people cannot see that risk should not be a condition from God so you can be saved? It should be the opposite. You see, God, he want you to be saved. He don't want you to die. Our Lord, he want to save you, not to kill you. So why this Lord, if he is a true Lord, he wants you to go and fight for him and die for him and even punish those who don't believe in him by your hands, as the Quran says. If the Quran is the book of God, then the Quran should not ask the Muslim to risk their life for the sake of someone he called him God. Is the purpose of Islam is to save the Muslims or to kill them? If you think about it, it is for the sake of killing the Muslims and non-Muslims, because the Muslims, when they kill others, the Muslims will be killed too. What is the point of Allah wanted the Muslim to do jihad against America? America can wipe all the Muslims in 5 seconds. And this is why America exists and is not wiped off yet. The same happened to Israel. Why Israel is still there? Because Israel is powerful. If Israeli are not powerful, the Muslims will wipe them out of the existence in 5 minutes. So the whole idea of the ideology of Islam is about wiping others, or what we call it genocide. You see, the Muslims, they speak about genocide in Burma, but the fact, all the idea of Islam about genocide, everybody is not a Muslim should be killed. And sometimes the hypocrisy of Islam and Muslims is amazing. How come you accept your prophet who said, I am not going to let two religions exist in the Arabian Peninsula, and they don't have single Christian, a single Jew, a single Hindu as a citizen in the Arabian Peninsula? Isn't it genocide? What happened to the Christians who used to live there? What happened to the Jews who used to live there? What happened to those who don't want to believe in Islam? Genocide. So Islam is a religion of genocide, and then the Muslims, they always practice genocide on others, and now they play victims. Not only genocide they practice against others, even they destroy your history, they destroy your stones, they destroy your museum, they destroy anything belong to you. Like there is a statue was exist in Afghanistan, more than 2,000 years old statues for Buddha. That statue was there for long because the Muslims at that time could not destroy it. It's made in the mountain, but thanks to the explosion, you know, S4 and T4, whatever they call them, they were able to destroy it. Not only genocide they do to the human being, they do genocide even for history, for rocks, for anything left over of you. And that's why I say Islam is an ugly cult, and it's not good for human or mankind to have this religion exist. You can call me in Skype if you like. Feel free to call me if you wish, no problem. You can call me in Skype, which is going to appear in the screen. Let me fix the Skype here. There's something wrong with the typing. All right, Skype. Yeah, feel free to call me, please, if you like to call, no problem. Muslim, he have a duty to fight those who don't believe in Allah. Okay. I ask myself, why Allah don't want to fight for his own war? I mean, isn't it him God? Why does God right now don't kill me? Let's say Christian Prince is a bad person. He is speaking against Allah. Okay. Allah is God, and he can, the Muslims, they say they believe if Allah wants something to happen, he say be is going to be. Obviously Allah don't want me to be killed if this is true. So why the Muslim they want to kill me? You see, I'm just using your logic. Don't you say that Muslims is Allah is almighty and all powerful? You can call me in Skype, and the address is in the front of you, my friend. You have to add me first before you can call me. All right. Why I don't do Paltalk no more? Well, I did Paltalk for many years, and you know, but I noticed lately that Paltalk became like almost dead. I think the reason for Paltalk to not to be popular anymore because now there's many chat applications who they are, you know, a lot more convenience. People they do live broadcast, video, etc. So Paltalk is not really, you know, this program is dying, you know. Same time, I'm not against using it. I use it when it was needed. And now we have a chat here, we have video live broadcast. I can show you the screen, which is better than Paltalk. Paltalk, I have to post a link and then you have to open the link. Here I can explain. You can see in Paltalk only if you have a blue name, you can see, you can open a camera. All right. Anyway, I just finished a video. I'm going to load it in minds.com. So if you are really interested to download my videos, please go to minds.com. You see the address is in the in the name of the title of the video, and you have it in the info. So you can click at the link in the info, and you can go to the link there. I will post always my new videos, which is short and easy to download, maximum are 30 minutes, and they are very easy to download. Just click at the video, play it. When the video starts playing, you can click at the video again with the right side of your mouse, and you can click at save the video as. So it's very easy to download back. Allah have two legs, and why Allah? Where is Allah? Private part is. You know, we don't want to be silly, but you know, the Muslims, they have their own imagination of their God. As their prophet, he told them that he have two hands, he have 2 foot, he have legs, he have face, he have 2 eyes. But Muhammad never mentioned that if Allah have a penis or not. Now, regardless if Allah have penis or not, the question is, can Allah have sex? Obviously yes, because the Quran says how Allah can have a son if you don't have a girlfriend. So what is missing is having a girlfriend in order to have a son. And that means all what is, like, you know, for me now, if you ask me why you don't have kids, I say, well, I don't have women. I am a man, and by nature I cannot have children unless I have a woman. That's a very simple logic of a person who is saying, you know what, why I cannot have children? Because simply you cannot. This is against the nature unless you are God. Then if you are God, you can do something against nature. That's why we call it miracles. But the God of the Quran make it so clear that he cannot have a son because he don't have a girlfriend. And that obviously lead us, even though it doesn't say that Allah have a private part of a man, but that will lead us that Allah, he have a private part, but he is not using it. Islam have confusion in any form? I don't know what do you mean, Green. If you can make your question more clear for me, please. And guys, don't forget, copy the link of the broadcast and share it in your Facebook. This is additional time. Usually I don't do a broadcast always. You see, I'm trying to change the timing. I have a fixed time, like today we will be here live at 4:30 p.m. New York time. This is a fixed time, but I'm changing the time so those who live in different territories, they can join us, because now it is night in Southeast Asia. So those who live there, they can join us. My friend, Debate TV, there's no space. There's only one. Debate TV, there's no space. All right. When you want to add me in debate in Skype, just search for Debate TV, not Space TV. Very simple. Anyone have a question, feel free to call me, or you can post it in the text. But it's better if you call, so I will not misunderstand your question, because sometimes, you know, text is a plain text. This is why I advise people, don't even make a joke in text, because people, they might take it wrongly. You know what I mean? What time is it in Idaho right now, CP? I'm not in Idaho, my friend. How I will know? But I think Idaho have what time? You can search on the internet. I mean, just a click and Google. So anyway, Allah, he's saying supposedly clearly that he cannot have a son unless he have a girlfriend, and that will lead me to understand that Allah has the private part of a male man, a male part, but he is not using it because very simple logical reason, he don't have a female in his bed. And then if we go and see the interpretation of this verse, we will find out that's a different verse where he speak about if we want to take a partner, we will take it from ourselves. We will find that Allah speaking of if he want to take a partner as a wife, he will take it from the black-eyed houris, and that will lead us again that the same thing, that Allah obviously he is saying that he is a person who have a private part, and if he want to use it, he will use it with the women from the black-eyed women in the heaven. If there is any question, Well, you know, you see, Islam is a chain of confusion. By the way, until now, Muslims, many Muslims, millions and millions of Muslims, actually, if I say to you, more than 85% of Muslims do not know anything about Allah, I will not be exaggerating. If I say 85, maybe 90%. You know, like, you know, we have a big number of Muslims, so it's hard to know what the true number. But I notice, I never spoke to a Muslim he knows what Allah is about. Even Arab, who they speak Arabic, who grew up in the Middle East, who live in the Middle East, do not know if Allah is a spirit or not. And then they come, they chat with me, and then they find out a very shocking news for them, that Allah is not a spirit, and He has no spirit, and Allah is a physical being. Then who is this Allah? How He can be God if He is not alive? Because the word spirit, by the way, is about the power of life. So there is a power of life who created all life. All life is coming from it, and there is a life which is created. So if Allah has no spirit, then Allah is a dead body. Then, you know what, when we say someone he is dead body, that's mean his spirit is gone. You see, in the Muslim, they say to us always, if you notice, they quote for me this verse in the Quran. Chapter 112, and they quote for me from verse 1. It's a very short chapter, all right, four verses. Say Allah is the one and the only. That's a false translation. In Arabic it says Qul huwa Allahu ahad. Ahad in Arabic mean one of. Allah is one of. And whoever say this is not true, he's a liar, and I can get him busted immediately. Because we can go right now and check in the Quran the word ahad. You see, this is the word ahad. Let me show you the word ahad in Arabic. You see it? Actually, the same word appeared twice in the Quran, just to show you how we got Muslim busted in the same chapter. Hold on. Do you see it? Now we can see it, right? Read with me. Ahad appear in verse number 1, and ahad appear in verse number 4. If you ask the Muslim, translate for me the word ahad in verse number 4, they will say to you, there is no one equal to him. No one. Okay, so the word here is about no one equal to him, no one of. So how the word here ahad became one? Because obviously ahad mean no one of. If I say no one is equal to me, it's mean there's many, but none of them is equal to me. Is that correct? The same word, the same pronunciation, the same verbs, the same, exactly copy paste. Here in verse number 4 appear, they translate it as one of. In verse number 1 they translate it as one, because they are lying. In Arabic, you can copy the same word in Arabic and post it in the search engine, and you will find not even a single place in the Quran the word ahad appear as a word mean one. Always appear as one of. Always. The Muslims, they lie to us when, or they lie to themselves, sorry, when they say this is mean one. Now look in the verse number 2, it says Allahu Samad. What does Samad mean? Allah is full from inside, according to the Muslims. What it's mean that Allah is full inside? You see, the Arab, when they used to make idols, they don't have the tools to make a statues made from rocks, you know, like those we see in Rome or etc. So what they do, they use leaves and they build the shape of a person or something on the leaves of the trees. They tie it together, they shape it together, and then they make mud, and then they place the mud on the leaf, and that will make the statues empty from inside. And then they put the statues in a fire to make it, to give it strength, the same as you do to the bricks. And after they burn it, they painted the you know, the statues with wax, and there's many things they use from the nature around them. If they are rich, if this is happening in a rich place, usually they cover it by even gold. But because of that, the statues from inside is empty. So it is not a samad. So what Muhammad was saying to them here, based on this explanation, Allah is not empty from inside. However, I found that the word samad is coming from the Aramaic language, which mean the collection or the collect. Until now in the Middle East, they use this to speak about your saving. So like you says sammada, you know, which mean you're saving, like, you know, I collected money, I save it. Or even we say samada, which mean he was able to stand, and you know, he faced the hard time. You know, he stayed there for a long time. He the storm did not take him down. So samad usually is something to collect inside it strength, money, patient, many things. But usually it's a collection of many things, not one. So the Quran say that Allah is Ahad, which means Allah is one, and He is of the Samad, which means of the collection, and that will make it the Trinity. And then the Quran says, Lam yalid wa lam yulad. What does that mean? He never gave birth, and nothing came out of him. Now, if you read this, you will think that the Quran is answering the Christians, right? Because the Christian, they believe that Jesus is the Son of God, but the Christian don't believe that God gave birth. Do they? Do we as a Christian believe that God gave birth? That will be very stupid if anyone understands Christianity in such a way. Let us see some Muslim translations. Look what it says here in the translation of Muhsin Khan. I think this is Muhsin Khan translation. Yeah, Muhsin Khan. Say, O Muhammad, between two brackets, which means it's not in the Quran. He is Allah, the one of. Here there's a missing word, it's of. So here we have to add of. All right. Then they say Allah the Samad, and they try to explain. They say He is self-sufficient. I mean, this is very weird. What do you mean self-sufficient? The second you say that He is a self-sufficient, that means He have needs, but yet He is self-supply for His needs. Is that correct? If somebody is self-sufficient, that means he supply his needs from his own, by his own. He do not need anyone else, but yet still he have needs. And look, from the word as-samad, Look what the Muslims they add next to it, because this is the whole after this is an explanation, not translation. Because the Muslims do not know really what as-samad mean. For this is an Aramaic word. And then they add at the end, he neither eats nor drink. That's very funny. All idols don't eat and don't drink. When you say he is self-sufficient, so he do not need to live by food, he do not need to live by drink, but still he have needs, because you just said he is self-sufficient. You have to add me. Oh, I have a missed call. Okay, let's see who is the person is calling. Answer my call, please. I just saw your ad and you're trying to call. Answer, please, Christian. Yes.
Hello?
Yes, my friend. Go ahead.
All right. Sorry about that, Christine Prince. I know it says Jacqueline on there, but I'm just logged into somebody else's Google account. It's my partner's account.
All right.
So I hope I'm not disturbing you too much.
No problem. Do you have a question for me, my friend?
Yeah, it's just a very simple question. I know it's going off topic because you're quite in depth there, but it's I've been trying to do a bit of research on it today. You've discussed in one of your previous videos how Muhammad plagiarized a lot of different religions and just particularly Christian, Judaic religions and the local tribal religions in his area. And you mentioned this Muslim guy, this what's he called? Muslim bin Hafini or Hafi or something along them lines he's called. But he said that he copied him when it come to taking one of the names of his gods, Rahim.
Ar-Rahman.
When he was praying.
Ar-Rahman, yeah.
Rahman. Oh, yeah, sorry, I'm not the best with the Arabic. And in the hadith, they said to him, the pagans, when they noticed him praying, they said, you're praying to two different gods. Now, I've tried to find out a bit more information about this god on the internet, but there's not much. It's just an Islamic view where they just keep calling this guy a liar. But am I wrong in saying that this Allah, that this other prophet in the region,
all right,
that this particular Allah has any same characteristics with this moon god that you was talking about from the Yemeni region? I just wanted clarification on that, really.
Yeah, no problem. You know, let me find you the reference in the front of you, and I will answer you. Is that that's all? And I will post the link for you, so you can save it in your own reference. You see, I always use Islamic reference. I don't use any Christian reference, any you know, I go for a very simple reason, because the Muslims, it doesn't matter what reference you show them, they will say we don't agree. Mute my sound, please, so that we don't have double sound. Mute my sound on YouTube.
All right, just hold on 1 second.
Let me answer you. You can call me back if you have a question. Let me answer you. Okay. We will go back to this one, but let us answer this gentleman here. In the Quran, we find a verse or some verses speak about why Allah, he was called Ar-Rahman. Why Allah, he was called in such a name. It was coming as an answer from Muhammad, God supposedly, to those who ask him, Muhammad, why you are calling him Ar-Rahman? All right, let us show you. قل أدعوه الله أو أدعو الرحمن أيما تدعو فله الأسماء الحسنى. Translation, chapter 17, verse 110. say, call upon him Allah, or I call him Ar-Rahman, by whatever name you call upon him, for him all the good names belong to him. But this is a very bad disaster for the Muslims. If you go right now and check this verse came when, you will find that this verse almost in the middle of the Quran, because remember the Muslims didn't have like the Quran now. It says this is a chapter 17, but in reality this is almost chapter 50 based on the order of revelation, close to the middle of the Quran. And this is mean all the verses in the Quran have the name of Ar-Rahman is addition, because Muhammad never mentioned Ar-Rahman. This is the first time he mentioned it, and now they are asking him, why you are saying his name is Ar-Rahman? Do you worship two gods? Now how we can prove that to be the truth? This is what happened. I don't use Christian resource or Hindu resource, or I use Muslim books which the Muslims agree with. So the Muslim cannot say we don't agree with this. Let's see. We go to the official Islamic Jordanian Tafsir website. All right. And remember, this is a chapter of Al-Isra, verse number 110. And I will go and see there's a book, it's called the book of Asbab al-Nuzul. Asbab al-Nuzul mean the reason for the verses to come down. The reason for the verses to come down. I don't agree with it, by the way. I don't agree with any Islamic books. I'm just using Muslim books to get them busted. As you see here with me, this is the interpretation for the verse, and this is why it came down. All right. The messenger of Allah, bless him and give him peace, stood up at the night of Fajr prayer. He kept saying in his prostration, "Oh the Rahman, oh the merciful." And so the adulterers, they said, Muhammad used, read with me carefully. Let me zoom in more. Muhammad used, which means this is always what he do. He used to call into Allah. Actually, in Arabic, it doesn't say one to Allah. This is a stupid translation. In Arabic, it says into one God. The word Allah not even mentioned. Now he is calling into two gods. Now he's calling into two gods. One, his name is Ar-Rahman, not the beneficent, as they translate. This is a lie. Because you can translate a name. What do you mean the beneficent? You cannot translate it. How come the Muslims don't translate the name of Allah? It's a name. So he used to call one God, and now he is calling into two gods, as you see, Allah and Ar-Rahman. And this is a clear proof that the Arab never ever heard Muhammad saying the word Ar-Rahman before. So Muhammad got busted. Now Muhammad, he want to explain why he is using the name of Ar-Rahman. But it's too late, because the Arab, they told him where he got the name from. Look what it says. We do not know of anyone by the name of Ar-Rahman except the Rahman of Yamama. There's a guy, he claimed to be a prophet. His name is Muslim Ibn Habib. He is very well known as Rahman al-Yamama. So why Muhammad suddenly now he is calling his God Ar-Rahman? The story is very simple. The guy whose name is Rahman al-Yamama, he sent Muhammad a letter, according to Muslim resource, not according to my source, saying, Muhammad, let us reach an agreement. So he starts his letter saying, in the name of Ar-Rahman, in the name of Ar-Rahman. Muhammad, he wrote a letter back saying, in the name of Ar-Rahman, in the name of Allah and Ar-Rahman. So the people, they said, what? Now he's adding two names. The only name we know, his name is Ar-Rahman, is Rahmanul Yamama. And now Muhammad, obviously he is copying the name from that guy. He's trying to be in competition with that guy who called himself Rahman, and he called his God Ar-Rahman. So he's Rahman and his God is Ar-Rahman, and his name is Muslim. Muhammad, he copied two names from him, Muslim and Ar-Rahman. So when the first time he mentioned the word Ar-Rahman, people, they start asking, oh, this is a new God for him. Why he's saying Ar-Rahman now? If you go right now and check, let me pause the link first, because we promised the gentleman to pause the link for him. All right, and this is the link for anyone who is searching for the reference. Please save it. All right. If we go right now and check the Quran based in the order of revelation, how the Quran sent down based on the orders of revelation. All right, let us see. Let us go here. We will type Quran by revelation. All right. This is the revelation order. All right. Chapter 1 today is a chapter 96. Chapter 2 is a chapter 68. Chapter 3 is chapter number 73, which means 73 is the true order how Muhammad received it. Let us go to chapter 17. Sorry, chapter 1 is a chapter. This is the true number here, right? Al-Alaq is number 1. It is 96 today. All right, I made a mistake. Chapter 1 here is Al-Alaq, which is number 96 in the Quran today. Okay, so what is a chapter 17? Let us search for 17. Hold on, look with me. This is a chapter 17. Chapter 17 in reality was a chapter number 50, as I told you. And this is the first time Muhammad he mentioned Ar-Rahman. Almost the half of the Quran Muhammad he received from his self-acclaimed God, yet he never mentioned Ar-Rahman yet. That's mean all the previous verses, 49 or chapter, sorry, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, all those, you know, Muhammad should not have the word Ar-Rahman on them. So let's take some example. Let us take some examples. All right. Okay. This is a chapter 50, which is chapter number 17. The chapter after it is a chapter 49, which is today in the Quran today, which is a corrupt Quran, is 28. Let us see 28, 27, 26. What are they? You know, let us see. Let us go to let us say chapter Maryam. Just random pick up chapter Maryam. Chapter Maryam in the Quran today is a chapter 19. In the Quran, in the time of Muhammad, it was 44. Let us go. Chapter 19, verse number 1. You will notice here the first verse in Maryam is Kahiyas. There's no Ar-Rahman. Ar-Rahman did not appear. Okay. Why Ar-Rahman did not appear? Any Muslim can tell me? Because simply Muhammad at that time he was not using it. For he never heard of it until he liked it from the guy, his name is Ar-Rahman. Where does Ar-Rahman disappear? What happened? Where is Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim? So this is obviously a verse which is not changed since the time of Muhammad based on this story. Now Kahayas is different story. We will not talk about it right now because nobody knows what they mean. You know, Muhammad, he stole it from the Aramaic people who write the word Kahayas, which means Jesus is my God, my Lord. This is what Kahayas mean. It's a coding, you know, for the alphabet, the Aramaic alphabet numbers. You know, the Aramaic is an alphabet and it is a numbers in the same time. As an example, you see, when you today, when you people, you write the letter, the number Alif, sorry, one, number one. All right, let us type it. I don't want to change the topic, but just additional knowledge. Number one, simply it is an Aramaic letter. It's not a number. The Aramaic, they have a number and letter in the same time. Remind me to talk about it after we finish this one. Yeah, I made a video about it before, but you know, people, they maybe not all people, they watch and they follow. All the numbers you have today is an alphabet of the Aramaic. All the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, even they look exactly the same. You will not believe it. So Ka is equal to a number, Ha is equal to a number, Ya is equal to a number, A is equal to a number, and Sad is equal to a number. The total of those numbers is the Messiah, Christ, is my God. As simple as that. And that is located in the first chapter of Maryam, which supposedly the mother of Jesus. That makes sense. That makes sense. It does not appear in a chapter about Moses. It appeared in a chapter named by the name of Mary. That make a lot of sense. And the Muslims themselves do not know what it means, which is very weird. Allah knows best what he meant by those letters. Okay, Rob. Let us see what Rob wanna say. I don't know why my Skype is not ringing, not sure, but let me call you, my friend. Maybe because you did not add me late. Did not add you, I mean. Answer, Rob. All right, Rob. How are you doing, my friend?
Hello, Christian Prince. How are you, brother?
I'm fine.
You didn't come for a long time on Paul Talk, so this is the first time I tried to call you.
Yeah, well, you know, as I said, Pal Talk here is more practical, and people, they can watch the video. You know, it's better.
Yeah, I think that's the best. Yes.
Yeah.
CP, I hope you're doing fine. I wanted to share a hadith with you. It's from Sahih Muslim, and I wanted to know what your point of view is about this hadith.
All right.
I hope I can post it in on YouTube.
You can post the Arabic text, maybe. You can post the Arabic text, can you, or you have the English one only? The English one, okay.
No, I have it from sunnah.com, so I think it's possible.
Yeah.
Let me see. Can you see it? I posted.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I saw it. No problem. Yeah.
Okay. The Arabic might be too long, so I'll maybe take the.
No problem. I got it. I will show it on the screen.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. It says basically here it says that Allah loves people to sin. If you don't commit sin, Allah will remove you and replace you by a sinner. So basically in Islam, you don't have any free will. You have to sin. You don't sin, Allah will basically kill you. So Allah loves sinners. So I wanted to know, what is your point of view about it?
All right. Let me answer you, and if you have a comment, you can call me back.
Oh, okay. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, friend. Thank you. Okay. Actually, here there's a lot more deep than just Allah, He loves sinners. This is not about loving sinners. No. This is wrong. Allah don't love sinners. I advise people to listen carefully to what I will say. Rob is a very smart person. I know him. He always asks smart questions, and he try to, I believe strongly that he's trying to make you, all of you, think with him. You see, God of Islam, he have an ego problem. He love himself. He don't love sinners. Read with me carefully and you will notice why. Allah, he needed the sinners so they will ask him for forgiveness. So he's interested in those who ask forgiveness. He feel important if you ask him for forgiveness. So the whole idea is Allah will destroy you if you don't commit sin. Why? Because simply if you don't commit sin, you will not need Allah and you will not ask for forgiveness. So Allah get bored and Allah is upset and Allah don't feel important. Are you getting my point? Imagine you have a father. You have a father, and this father, he hide food from you. You are a child. Let us say you are 10 years old, and your father, he hide the food from you. So you come to him, says, please father, please give me food, I'm hungry, I want to eat. And then the father, he will feel that he is important. That is a sick father. Do you agree? Do you guys understand my point? This God, he is a self-minded worship person. He don't do things because he's good. He do things because he want to use you. You see, if I see someone in the street, and I know he is not a scam, because these days a lot of scammers, people are asking for food or money or etc., and I want to help him, I'm not going to stand in front of him and wait for him to beg me, please, 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 because simply it make me feel better. That is sick. You know what I mean? That is really, really sick. This person who Muslim worship, he need to go to a doctor. He need to see a shrink. Imagine you are my neighbor, and let us say you don't have a legal document, and let us say you are a refugee. Let us say you are a Mexican who crossed the border. You don't have an ID, you don't have anything, so you cannot order electricity for you where you live. In your name, and you can't have water running in your house in your name. And then you come to me and you say, can I take some, can I take like water from your house? Can you give me some couple of gallons of water? And then I say to him, well, you know what, you did not do it in the right way. Then he will say, what is the right way? I said, you have to beg. Beg, please, go down, go on your knee and beg me, and then I will give you the water. Otherwise I will call the police for you. You have to beg me. That is sick. Same time, this sick God who is self-worship madman, he have a problem here. Anyone notice what the second problem is? Anyone notice? Let us see, guys, if you are thinking with me. What is the additional problem to the one I mentioned on this? Anyone notice? There is a really big problem. Anyone want to help? Who knows? If you know, I'm going to give you a give out version. No, not about this. All of us, we knew that the Muslims believe in the flood of Noah, right? As long as the Muslims believe in the flood of Noah, that means they believe in the story of Noah. What the story of Noah is, that people, they commit sin and they don't want to worship God, so God, he decided to destroy them. So this is the opposite of what the Quran even teaching, because people are destroyed for being sinners, but according to Muhammad, if you are not committing sin, Allah will destroy you and replace you with sinners. You know what I mean? This is a stupid story. Either you Muslims should follow Muhammad hadith, or you follow the Quran, which is supposedly coming from Allah. If we go and see the story of Noah, let us see. The Quran mentioned many stories: the people of Noah, the people of Ad, the people of Thamud, the people of Abraham, the people blah 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 blah, the people. He destroyed them. He destroyed them because they are sinners. Then how Muhammad, he say in the different verse in the Quran, in the hadith, or different statement, that if you don't commit sin, Allah will replace you and he will destroy you. This is a chapter 11, and the verses in front of us, all of them is about that those people don't want to believe in Noah, don't believe in him as a prophet, don't want to believe in his God, so Allah, he sent a flood and he destroyed them all. And Allah told Noah to make a ship so he can be saved, him and his family. And then in verse number 40, Allah, he sent the rain, or let us say Father Tanur, because the Muslim, you see, if you go on number 40, let me show you. It's not a rain really. In the Bible, it's about rain. At length, behold, there come our command, and the fountain of the earth gushed forth. Anyone knows why he is saying the fountain of the earth gushed forth? Anyone knows why Muslims believe that Allah, he sent water from inside the ground? There is, I will ask you, Adrian. I will answer you. Hold on. No, that's not the point. Let us finish this one. The Muslim believe that the flood of Noah happened because there is a fountain in the ground who flood the earth with mountain of water, or let us say mountain like water like mountains. If you go right now and check, there is a location in Jerusalem. It's called the location of the rock. The Muslims, they have a mosque in the top of it. That location does not belong to the Muslims. This location belongs to the Jews. And the Jews have a lot of legions have nothing to do with the Bible, about that rock. One of the legions is that the flood of Noah happened from that fountain. There is a hole under the ground, and then God, when he decided to stop the flooding, he placed that rock in the top of that fountain, and this is how he stopped the flood. And this is the fountain the Quran is speaking about, taken from the legion of the Jews, what is nothing but a fiction, and written it as statement from his God, the God of Muhammad. So the whole story here is a contradiction for what the Quran is teaching. If you commit sin, God destroy you, because Allah, the God of Islam, supposedly he destroyed the people of Ad, as an example. Once he says that he destroyed them, like Ad with Thamud, etc., you know, once he destroyed them by a thunder, and once he destroyed them by cold, and once he destroyed them by screaming. Here, let's see. Like in chapter 2, you see that God, he sent a thunder, he killed them, etc. But let us see here. Chapter 51, verse number 44. So the Quran is full of verses and stories about how Allah, he destroyed those who want to listen to him and those who don't want to stop committing sin. There's tons of stories. Then how Muhammad, he says what we saw in the hadith, that if you don't commit sin and ask Allah for forgiveness, then Allah will destroy you. Obviously there's a lot of contradiction, because Muhammad is a person who say whatever he wish and nobody is going to debate him anyway. This person, he have no idea. What is in the Quran most likely is a copy of a book Muhammad he has, and what is in the hadith is what Muhammad he think. And this is why you find there's a contradiction between what is in the Quran most of the time. Like there's some chapters in the Quran is the made of Muhammad, but there's many chapters in the Quran is not his own made, he is just copying them, and he do not know what they mean. Now we go back to the question of Ardian. Ask forgiveness, maybe let us go back. Maybe makes difference. Maybe in the time of Noah they did not ask for forgiveness. What this time it says that? No, read with me carefully, my friend. Read with me carefully. All right. Let us read it carefully again. By him who his hand is my life, if you will not to commit sin, Allah would sweep you. Muhammad didn't say in the first sentence, if you don't commit sin and ask for forgiveness, you need to commit sin. Do you notice with me? He didn't say in the first part that if you commit sin, Allah will sweep you. No, he said if you don't commit sin. So your sin is a necessity to survive. Then you have other duty after you commit sin, is to ask for forgiveness. So if you don't commit sin, Allah will replace you with people who commit sin and they ask for forgiveness. So why he will replace them? The first part is they did not commit sin. The second part is you commit sin and then you make Allah happy by asking for forgiveness. And this is a good question. Lafant is asking, is Allah going to sweep Jesus because he did not commit sin? I have no answer. And this is why maybe Muhammad, he did not was swept by Allah, because Muhammad, the Quran confirmed that he was a sinner big time. The Quran says that I forgive thee for the past and the coming sin. All right. So this is a problem. Now we go back. We have a brother, he asked a question about Tawheed. So we have to go to the Tawheed. First of all, if we search the whole Quran, we will not find the word Tawheed. It's not there. We have to go to chapter 112 now. continue as you know, answering. We mentioned to you here that the word one is the word ahad. Let me type the word ahad here. You know what? I'm going to copy it in the front of your eyes. Hold on. Here we go. This is the word ahad. Be my witness. Be my witness. I am going to copy it as it is. All right. This is the word ahad in verse number 1, and this is the word ahad in verse number 4. It's exactly the same word. Exactly. Okay. So we copy and we will take it there to the English part. All right. So this is the same word mentioned in verse number 1 and verse number 2, verse number 4. Ahad. I will put it in the top of the word one. And the same word is mentioned again here. Ahad. I will put it in the top of the word none. Question. How the word ahad in the verse number 1 became one, in the verse number 4 became none? There is none. Guys, are you listening? If the word ahad mean one, then the translation should be, and there is one compared to him. But the translation is coming clear, none to compare to him. There is none. In other words, there's no one compared to him. We can't say there's one compared to him. We have to say there's no one. No one. Huh? So ahad always is a word to mention or to speak about one who is part of a group. As an example, in Arabic I say ahadul tullab, one of the students. Ahadul malaika, one of the angels. Ahadul masajin, one of the prisoners. Ahadul tuyur, one of the birds. We can take the same word exactly as it is, and we can search in the Quran, and you will find always the word ahad appear as a word mean one of. In one place only, the Muslim, they try to defend themselves, lying to us about the translation. So they come and they say the word ahad mean one. But as you see, it's the same word appear in the same chapter, not in different chapter. It appeared twice. So why in verse number 1 it is one, and verse number 4 it's one off? My friends, Muslims, and the interpretation of the Quran is made to defend the Quran, not to give you really interpretation. I never saw interpretation of the Quran is meant to give us an explanation. So the Muslim, they tried saying, the verse here is saying that Allah is one and he is not like anyone, but the word ahad is very clear. All of us, we speak Arabic. You see, my English is not so good because my Arabic is so good, not the opposite. If my English was so good, that would mean my Arabic would be so weak. I am born in the Middle East. I finished most of my degrees, most of it, in Arabic. I grew up all my life speaking Arabic. In order to pass all the exams, I have to take it in Arabic. I studied Arabic language. I studied the Islamic law. I studied the Quran. So there is no way that my Arabic is not good to understand. The word ahad is one off. If we take the word ahad right now to the dictionary, what we will find? We will find that ahad is one off, not one. It is one off. And this is a word is coming from the Hebrew. Your God is one. Your God is echad. Your God is echad. Now what echad mean? Echad is not one as a number. is one of unity. This is why the Bible says in the Old Testament and in the New Testament that the husband, the man, he will leave his parents and he will live with his wife as echad. As what? As echad. So Muhammad is copying from the Bible a statement that say that your God is one. This is not a Quranic verse. This is from the Bible. But the one here is one off. And Muhammad, because he's a thief, he got himself busted. There is any Muslim you don't agree? Any Muslim? Not even one? Okay. No problem. And you will find that when Muhammad even using the word, he is using a Hebrew term, a Hebrew language, a Hebrew meaning, and a Hebrew verse. You see that in the Quran there's different verse where Muhammad he says the following. Let me show you. All right. In chapter 59 verse number 2 it says that it is he who kicked out the people of the book from their houses. You see how nice Muhammad is? So he's saying it is Allah who made them kick them out of their houses. But look here what he says. So they destroy their dwellings by their own hands. What does that mean? Those people are leaving their houses. Why they are destroying the house? The stupid Muhammad do not know that the Jews, they are not destroying their house. In the front of their house, in the front of every Jewish house, especially the old or the even Orthodox Jewish today, they have a verse from the Bible that says your God is one. So they make it in a big rock and they place it in the side of the house. So when they leave, in order not any pagan insult that statement, they take it with them. So they destroy the side of the wall, so in order to take it back, they carry it with them. Muhammad, he don't understand why they are doing that. So he's saying, oh, you see, Allah is making them do that, so they destroy their houses by their own hands. Like, yes, I kicked them out. Yes, they are running away from me. But look, even Allah is making them do crazy stuff. They are destroying their houses by their hands. So Muhammad, he is copying from the Hebrew people, from the Jewish people, what the Bible says. O Israel, the Lord our God is Echad. Yahweh Elohim, Yahweh Echad. Your God is one. So Muhammad, he took it and he placed it in different chapter, which is chapter 112 today, and he said, oh people, your God is Echad, stealing the verses from the Old Testament, placing it in his Quran to make the Jews believe that he is a believer. And he used the same word they use. He used Echad, hoping that maybe the Jews, they will accept him as a prophet of God, because he said a verse which is very important. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our Lord is Echad, Lord. Do you see it? If you go to the Hebrew, the Jewish Orthodox translation, you will see that because they use the Hebrew in English, it says, "Oh, here, our Israel, your God is Echad." That is a statement taken from the Bible, placed in the Quran. There's a video made by Ahmad Didat, and he was explaining the name of Muhammad in the Bible, if you remember. And he said, do you know, if you ask any Jew you ask him, he will say to you, what do you mean by Elohim? Remember, he was talking about Muhammadin, you know. What do you mean by Elohim? The Jew, he will say to you, oh, this is a plural name of God. Plural name of God. And he said that not because they believe in gods, but because it's a sign of respect. Respect, huh? Sign of respect. I'm just copying in the way he talked, huh? Sign of respect. But the Quran says that the Jews believe in gods, because the Quran says that the Christians believe that the Messiah is a son of Allah, and Uzair, the Jews believe that Uzair is son of Allah. So this guy, he just got himself busted, and he proved that Muhammad is a false prophet, because he just admitted that the Jews believe in one God. But yet the Quran says that Jews believe in the Son of God, his name is Uzair. So the Quran, by copying the Old Testament, even copying the Hebrew language, got himself busted again. This is why you see Allah in the Quran supposedly speaking, but yet he said that he is the best of the creators. He is the best of the creators. If you ask the Muslim, they will say to you, oh, this is a Allah saying he is the best of the creators. That's all. Hold on. If there's no other creators, how he can be the best of the creators? فَتَبَارَكَ اللَّهُ أَحْسَنُ الْخَالِقِينَ. And by the way, this is not a statement made by Muhammad. If you remember the story of a guy, his name Abdullah ibn Sarah, he is the one who said that Muhammad, he like it, he copied it, he put it in the Quran. Muhammad was reciting Quran for Abdullah ibn Sarah, and then Muhammad stopped. He said this. Abdullah is the script guy, the one who writes for Muhammad. So Muhammad was saying, ثم خلقنا النطفة علقة فخلقنا العلقة مضغة فخلقنا المضغة عظاما فكسونا العظام لحما ثم أنشأناه خلقا آخر. So the guy stopped. Muhammad stopped. So the Arab guy who is the script of Muhammad, he continues saying, he said, تبارك الله أحسن الخالقين. Muhammad, he said to him, put it there. This is how Allah, he gave it to me. But what? The guy, he is the one who said that, not you. So Muhammad, the guy Abdullah ibn Sarah, he said to himself, you know what? If Muhammad is a prophet and he received inspiration, well, already I receive inspiration too, because this is my statement. If he is a true prophet, why he is taking my statement? So he left Islam. And Muhammad ordered him to be killed. Then this guy, he ran to his brother Uthman ibn Affan, asking for protection. And later he came back to Islam because he found that Muhammad became the winner, otherwise he have to die. If Muhammad believed, no, he was not killed because he got the protection of Uthman. Uthman, he made Muhammad forgive him, and he came back to Islam, and later even he became a prince. You know, he gave him a reward when he came back to Islam. But Muhammad, he wanted him to be killed for sure. But Uthman, he insists, and Muhammad don't want Uthman to be angry. He don't want to lose him. So he stayed alive because of Uthman. Because obviously he got Muhammad busted. This is his script writer. This is the guy who sit with him and he write Quran for him. Then how Muhammad he take what he said, and we will find the same sentence appear twice in the Quran, here and the other verse, chapter 23 and chapter 37. I want to remind people here that we are going to do, I'm posting my new videos, like right now I'm going to post my new video which I made before I came here. Those videos, you will not find them in YouTube directly. You will find them only in my page in minds.com. So I would like to ask every one of you to subscribe to my page there. All right, this is my page there. Let us go here, Christian Prince. All right, this is the page, and I'm posting the link for you. Actually, it's in the info of the video, and it is in the address of the video. I will post the link after I close here immediately. And this link, the good thing about this website, you can post your own comments about my videos. You see, there's videos I did not post them in YouTube yet, and I will not really. You can make a comment, you can share, and you can download. All what you need to do to download a video, click at the video, make it a play, and then you click in the right side of your mouse, and then you click at save video as simple as that. All right, you can log in using Facebook or even Google email. It's very easy. You do not need to make an account. Subscribe so you can receive, and you can text me, and you can leave your comment, and you can download the videos. And those people, the good thing about minds.com, they promise that they promise a freedom of speech, which means they will not take our videos down. So you can make your own page too, and you can load your own videos if you want. They give you a limit of 30-minute maximum for free videos. So there you will find my videos, which is maximum 30 minutes. All right. Would you not change your name? What do you mean? What name? You can call yourself whatever you want there. It's just a website. Anyway, so please go and subscribe to my page there so you can receive my new videos like I made now. Yesterday I will load the videos, many videos actually. I made them already, and I made a video before I opened my chat room today, and they will not be big size as before when I used to load, and you know, the file is so huge, etc. It's very simple, the same size of YouTube, because simply what I'm doing live broadcast, private broadcast in YouTube, then I download the video from YouTube and then I post it here. All right, so don't forget to join me there and subscribe. Any debate lined up? I don't think any Muslim will debate me. I don't think so. Not now, not in 10 years, for a very simple reason. Muslims only debate those who do not know much, those who they have a chance to win with, and the chance have to be maybe 70%. If they knew that you are a person who will hit them from the first minute in the eye, they will not get close. They choose the debate who wisely. This is why you see some Christians, they have a line of the Muslim, they want to debate them. Muslim, they want to debate Robert Spencer. I'm not going to mention names, you know, but you know them. They want to debate this and they want to debate that. I can't find one Muslim want to debate me. Ask yourself why. All right? Why they are fighting over some Christians to debate them without mentioning the names, and why they don't want to debate me? You tell me why. The answer is very simple. They will not debate someone like me because that will be the end of their career. Yeah, they want to debate James White because James White defends Islam. Actually, I received an email from you know, sometimes I see comments of people about me speaking about this person and that person. My friends, I don't take a side. I don't care really what your name. You see, we have our brother here, what his name, Robin. He called me. If Robin he said something wrong, I'm going to refute him. If Sam Shamoun he says something wrong, I will refute him. If I say something wrong, Sam Shamoun he have a duty to refute me. Right? This is not about attacking anyone. I'm not attacking. If somebody say wrong, you as a Christian you have a duty. And if somebody commits sin, you have to rebuke him. The Bible says that. Jesus the Messiah, he said that you have to rebuke. If your brother commits sin, you have to rebuke him. If you don't listen, take a witness with you and speak to him. If you don't listen, take more people to try to convince him. They don't listen, that's it. Treat him as a pagan. This is not my words. This is the words of the Messiah, the Lord, our Lord. If a person will teach false teaching, we treat him as a pagan. All right? We rebuke the one who is making wrong statements, especially those who claim to be Christians and they claim to be like leaders or ministers. You see, I'm not a Christian minister. I'm not a bishop. I'm like you. I don't claim to be a bishop or a minister. I don't claim to be a holy man of God. I don't claim anything of myself. I am no one. I am just a Christian person who loves my Lord. I am just a warrior. I claim no holiness. I claim nothing to be better than anyone. I don't claim that I am a person who is don't commit sin and he's a perfect. I don't claim any of that. But I cannot take it to see someone teaching wrong and I just watch. You know? And you have a duty as a Christian to rebuke the one who make false statements. And it doesn't matter really if he's a Christian or not. And if he's a Christian, you have the duty even double. Because then, if you don't rebuke him, it means you agree with him. Right? The one who keep his mouth shut, it means he accept a crime. Imagine you see a woman, she being raped. And what you do? You just watch. Or you say, I don't care, I'm going home. That means you are a partner in the crime. You are a rapist. And people, they make mistakes. Either it's just a mistake of ignorance or it is in purpose. I take it as it is not in purpose. I believe that this guy James White, Dr. White, he is a lonely person. He have a problem, you know. He like to be, because if you notice, he did not leave one person he did not attack. Not even one person. Even our brother, beloved brother Nabil Qureshi, who is a wonderful man. I mean, who in the world He is a Christian. He will speak wrong about Nabil nobody. Very peaceful, very loving, a very great example for somebody he claimed to be a Christian. Even this person, he attacked him. So we have a duty as a Christians to say things as it is. Don't take a friend with the devil, and don't side with a friend against God. If my mother, the one who fed me milk, the one who took care of me when I was a child, the one who feeded me, the one who cry if I get hurt, if she says something wrong against the Bible, I will rebuke her. I'm not going to take side with my mother against God. Right is right or wrong is wrong. So when I correct any person, he is a Christian or not a Christian, that does not make any difference. I am correcting for the sake of correction. If I say wrong, correct me. Like once I was making a video, instead of saying David, I said I think Suleiman, right? So one of you, he said that in the text, and you know, I'm not going to be upset. Yes, I was wrong. I made it by mistake, like a slip of a mouth, you know. Instead of saying David, I said Suleiman. Why would I be upset? Thank you. You see, those who don't want to accept that they are saying wrong or doing wrong, it's mean they have too much of ego. They are self-worshipping people. All of us, we do wrong. All of us we do. We say you know, sometimes bad things. We say stupid things. Every human being, we are a human being. We correct each other. We teach each other. Sometimes I cannot even pronounce a word in English correctly. So if one of you says to me, Christian Prince, you should say it this way, and you type it for me, like to make it sound like etc. So I learn how to pronounce it. I am grateful. I'm not upset. That is not an insult for me. You know what I mean? That is not an insult, and it's not an attack. That will not downgrade who is a Christian Prince. Christian Prince, his knowledge in English is not good. So you know what I mean? Why would I be upset? The one who care for you is the one who correct you, not the one who see you doing wrong and he says don't do wrong, or you are fine. Google? No, I say Google. Come on, Google. Google. All right. Anyway, and you know, like, isn't it really beautiful? That's, I don't have a perfect English, but yet I am able to teach millions and millions of people. It's amazing, right? I did not say to myself, how you are going to teach all those people about God and about Islam, but yet your English is not really good. It's like walking in the rope between two mountains. My friend, I'm not here to teach English. I am here to teach what you do not know. So you might be better in English from me. You might be Shakespeare. But you are no match when it's come to Islam. And this is what I am here for. I am not a scholar in the Bible. So I don't claim to be a scholar in the Bible. But when it's come to Islam, find me someone who can play with me the game of Islam. I want to see someone. You know what I did since I started exposing Islam, I made a revolution, because Christians, they have no idea what Islam is about. You see Paltalk, those who know me in Paltalk, I used to open my chat room every day, honest to God, for 10 years, every day. Sometime, God is my witness, sometime 24 hours, which means I close when I am dead tired. When I came in Paltalk, the Muslim used to have every day a new convert. Every day. After I come to Paltalk, the Muslims not only they have no new convert, their admins of their chat rooms started leaving Islam. There's a guy, his name Dr. whatever, you know, he opened a room for me for 3 years. 3 years every day, open a room, open a chat room, just and the name of the room he changed it, exposing Christian Prince the liar. The name of Christian Prince have to be in the title of his room. 3 years. And then one day this person, he come to my chat room and he says everything this guy is saying is absolutely true. We thought maybe it's a clone name, it's a fake name, not the person we know. We thought maybe he is being sarcastic, like just making fun. And then we said, they asked me, well, you know, do you see the text in private? I said, yeah, but I don't think he mean it, you know. And then they asked him, why you don't take the mic? He took the mic. It was him. He is a Muslim who is a doctor who live in England, in London, and he decided to leave Islam. He said, I was fighting him, I was rejecting him, I was so angry from him, but I cannot take it no more. Everything he said, I check, it's true. And right away the Muslims start accusing him that he get paid by me. There's a guy, his name is Muslim Programmer. This guy supposedly was the hero of the Muslims because he is like the one, he's programmer, so maybe they hope he can hack us, or you know. And then one day this Muslim programmer, he came and he says, Christian Prince, you have to pay me $300. I said, why? He said, because the Muslims, my brothers and sisters, accusing me that you paid me $300 to leave Islam. You know, $300. If every Muslim left Islam because of me, I will pay him $300. Not only I will be bankrupt, I will be underground. Imagine the Muslims once, even I enter a Muslim chat room and they have my voice recorded. They say, hey Christian Prince, we know how you make Muslims leave Islam. I said, how? So they played my voice saying, I was just joking. I was saying, bring me a Muslim, I will give you 5 hamburgers. So they played my voice saying, bring me a Muslim, I will bring you 5 hamburgers. They said to me, how do you explain that? You are making people convert to Islam because of food? This is what you Christians do in Africa and etc. So I took the mic, I said, are you saying that Muslims are exchanging God for a hamburger? And you should see how they go so crazy again. And you are the one who just said, not me. This is the truth. You are trying to accuse me that I'm giving people hamburger and they leave Allah. So when they gave it to my, supposedly they are like they cut me red-handed, you know, like, okay, we got a tape of you, we got you, we know how you make people leave Islam. Okay, how are you make people leave Islam? And they play my voice saying, bring me a Muslim, I will give you 5 hamburgers. By the way, if there's any Muslim here would like to leave Islam so I can give you 5 hamburgers, I will make them 10. I know. I did not eat hamburger in McDonald's for long. Hamburger. At least make it burger, not hamburger. I mean, it is a Muslim and he want to eat hamburger. I mean, are you stupid? Hamburger? Crazy. But because they are so desperate, why the Muslims are leaving Islam? Anyway, you know, we have once I have a meeting in Paltalk with the co-admins, you know, the company controllers. So they invite me. Suddenly I receive an invitation. And so, guys, you do not know the history of Paltalk. Once I was banned by the Muslims because the Muslims, they sent thousands of emails and letters, written letters by hand to Paltalk. So suddenly I wanted to go to Paltalk, and then I receive a message, big one in the screen, saying based in etc 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 and the rules of Paltalk, blah 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 blah, long. It's like something to protect themselves in case I want to make a case against them or take it to court. And you are banned. And I received the same thing in my email. Then the Christians, they've been informed that I was banned. You know, I told people who, like, in different forms, that I am banned, I cannot go to Paltalk. So the Christian, they send a lot of emails too, thousands of emails to get me back. And then suddenly I receive, and one of them actually, he threatened Paltalk, he would pay, he is willing to pay for a lawyer to make a case against them. So suddenly I receive an email that the ban is left and I can rejoin and you are welcome to join. So I join. After that, like 3 weeks, I received suddenly an invitation from the co-admins of Paltalk. They called them the Red Hat, and there's one of them. She is the big boss. Suddenly I found my name. You know, they have control of the software. Those are not an admin of a room. Those are the admins of the company. Suddenly I found my name, a nickname, in a private chat room, and all of them, they are the admins who have Red Hat. Right away, when you see a red name, it's mean he is working for the company. And one of them is called the whatever, like director, whatever. Supposedly someone big boss for the Paltalk. So they told me, listen, we cannot take it no more with what you do in Paltalk. So either you change the way you do it, or we are going to ban you again. I said, why? I'm just debating the Muslims. She said, you are not debating them, you are inflaming them. I'm not debating, I am inflaming. I said, inflaming or not, am I doing something wrong? Is it legal? If there is something in the law, it says I can't inflame somebody. I'm not teaching hate, I'm not teaching violence, I'm just reading for them what's written in their books, and that's all. At that time I recorded their you know, but I think I lost it. I recorded this meeting just to protect myself, because suddenly I found myself speaking to them, and I know that they are really waiting for me to do anything wrong. Actually, in certain time in Paltalk, if I say the word sex, they bounce me right away from Paltalk. Imagine. So we start saying the word cuckoo. So if I want to say Muhammad have sex with Aisha, I have to say Muhammad, he said he have cuckoo with Aisha. They were waiting for me, watching me carefully to say anything wrong so they can get me out of the program. This is why I'm telling you that my walk with Islam, it was the same as walking in a rope. I was challenging the wind, challenging the heights, challenging the risk. Every day I get tons of emails saying, we want to kill you, we want to find you, you think you can hide from us, do you know what will happen to you, do you know our brothers Al-Qaeda, what they will do to you? And all of this did not change how much I was clear in my mission that nothing will stop me. The Muslims, they did everything they can so they can stop us from exposing Islam. And there's even some Christians did that too. Some jealous Christians who they are false Christians. You know, when always you take a stand against something evil, you will notice how life will become difficult for you. How many people they try to betray you, how many people they try to give you to the devil. The same as the ones who was trying to give the Messiah himself to the devil, to his enemies, who betray the Messiah. If there is people who betray the Messiah, why they will not betray me? Who am I? Imagine once I did serve in the USA Army, maybe many of you knows, and I stay away for a while. So the Muslim I came one day, I came home, and I opened Paltalk. I miss it, you know. So I opened Paltalk and I found a room. Imagine in that day, it was like a funny. The Muslims, they open a room at that day. It's called Christian Prince is dead, and they are celebrating what it's called the Christian Prince death. And the room is full, and the Muslims, Allahu Akbar, he died. And the guy, I think he was saying he was killed by a car, or I don't know what, like. So I went to Paltalk admins to complain. I said, the Muslim, they have a chat room named Christian Prince is dead. I said, so what the problem? I said, I am a Christian Prince. So he said, are you saying you're alive? That was the most stupid answer ever after Muhammad answers. Are you a donkey or what? I'm talking to you and you're saying to me, are you saying you are alive? I said to him, regardless if I'm alive or not, obviously I'm alive, I'm talking to you, you know. But are they allowed to celebrate the death of anyone? Isn't it this is against your policy? So after speaking to him like for 15 minutes, and he asked me, so you are alive, huh? I said, oh yeah, honestly I am alive, you know. Then they decide to close the room. Anyway, it's a history. Paltalk is something. But glory to the Lord, you know, we were able to use Paltalk for a lot of great things, teaching a lot of people, recording the chat rooms, posting them in YouTube. People, they are getting, Muslims getting busted, Islam being exposed. So we did a great job in Paltalk. And for me, Paltalk or YouTube is nothing but a form, you know, to communicate with people and to be with them. Like in the coming in December, I am invited for a big seminar actually, and we will have a huge crowd, and there's me and there's other brother actually who invited me for this occasion. I hope that we will be having a great opportunity to expand our mission to expose this cult. This is a church which is an international church, and you know, they have many branches, and they are coming from everywhere, not only from USA, and that will give us opportunity to explain Islam and to show everybody what Islam is about, and then maybe they can invite me again to their churches overseas. Osama Daktok, he do not need invitation, my friend. Osama Daktok is my friend, my brother, but I believe he is busy, and this is why you know, this guy is very busy too. He's doing a great job. Do we have any Muslim here? Even if I die one, you know, why you want to say even if I die one day? You know, my friend, we are dead. I am dead today, not tomorrow. Jesus said, let the dead bury the dead. But for us, our death is not our end. This is why, you know, when they told me Nabil, brother Nabil, he passed away, I wasn't really upset. I was more upset when I saw him sick. I made a video. You can go and watch it. I felt almost I want to cry for him. I was holding myself. You can go and listen to it. I felt so sad for him because he is sick. But I will not feel for a Christian who believe in Jesus sad because he died. For we are promised when we die, we are alive. We are in a better place. I feel sad for you if you are sick because I feel your pain. I feel the pain of people who love you. You see, if something wrong happened to me, I'm not worried about myself. I'm worried about people who love me. I don't want to hurt them. But for me as a Christian, death, it's not the end. It is the start. It is a better start. So I am happy for brother Nabil because he is in better place than my place. He did what he needed to do. His trip was shorter, but it was rich. He is not going with empty-handed. So don't be sad for a brother who did what he need to do, for he is saved. He is in a better place. We feel sad for somebody suffering from pain. You know, death is a mercy, my friend. And there's a wisdom behind death. Imagine if this population, if nobody die, I mean, that would be crazy. The crimes in this earth will go crazy. Imagine if a criminal who is a criminal never die. So death take the good, take the bad, take everybody. There's a wisdom behind that. However, those who work in their life for the day of death, they are investing good investment. There's a story of a monk. He was dying, and they brought a doctor for him in the last minute or hours of his life. So the doctor, he told him, to be honest with you, there's nothing I can do. The same as what happened with Brother Nabil. They told him, you know, we give up. But he was not giving up. Still, he is strong in his faith, and he did not say, hey God, what you did to me, I believe in you, I did everything I can, why this is happening to me? No, his faith is strong, is solid, and even he was teaching us how to love the Muslims. He is not even worried about himself. He is worried about we Christian. We should not use what he did for to be like to hit the Muslim. But, you know, we are not really. We don't hit the Muslims. We are trying to save them. So he is worried about how people will use what he taught. It should be used always for the purpose of love. So the doctor, he told this monk that you have a few hours. Sorry, there's nothing I can do. The monk, he had a big smile in his face. The doctor went out and he said, the other monks, he said, it looked like your brother, he had lost his mind. They said, why you are saying so? He said, well, I told him that he is going to die in a few hours maximum, and he gave me a big smile. So they asked him, why you don't go and ask him why he gave you a big smile? So he said, well, okay, I will ask him. So he asked him, why you are, I told you are going to die, why you are sound like happy? So he said, my friend, my son, I'm working all my day for this day. And now you are telling me I'm going to meet my Lord in a few hours from now. I'm happy, very happy for that hour. It's like somebody, he fly from airport to airport, from a station to a station, hoping that one day he will meet his Lord and he will be in the place he deserves to be. And finally he is there. So don't be ever sad for someone who loved Christ, who was always with Christ. His life was not in vain. His work is going to be remembered. And I'm so glad that Brother Nabil, he have a book, right? Not only videos. You see, this is the good thing about the technology today, that we can, if we want to remember Brother Nabil right now, we can just go and play any of his videos, and he is live between us. It's amazing. In old days, they didn't have such an opportunity. Right? So people, they leave us, but those who they are believers, they have always better place. We love them, we miss them, but this is how life is. There's people in your life, your parents, your family, even maybe a child of yours, you know, everybody will die. And death is not really something scary for a believer, for it is just a new, better life. And you know, you will notice always the Bible give us a very amazing, let us say, character of the second life. It's not a place like in the Quran where we are going to have whiskey and black label and wine and naked women and sex and naked boys and rubies and gold and silver. The Bible promises us of different kind of a beauty, a beauty which cannot be described by any artist, a happiness which cannot be described by any emotion. Food is food, we know what it is. Sex is sex. Diamond is diamond. What kind of God he promised me diamond in heaven or rubies? What kind of God he promised me in heaven I'm going to drink wine mixed with ginger? What kind of God he promised me I am going to have birds for my meal? That is not a heaven of God. That is an open buffet for someone saying to you, if you follow me, I will give you free food, free shelter, free prostitutes, free women you never met before, you will have sex with them. This is a prostitution. You see, if you, I'm talking to the men and to the women, but because Islam is a religion speaking to men, promising the men, not the women. If you are a person who is willing to have a sex with a woman you do not know even her name, what do you call that? Isn't it this is a sex business? Isn't it this is a sin? Isn't it this is a prostitution? You see, when one of us he marry a woman or get engaged to a woman or have a relationship with someone, you have a feeling, right? So the feelings start first. You try to take this person maybe as a friend, and then you like her or you like him more, etc., and you get close to each other, and etc. And then by time, then you closer and closer, and then you decide that this is the person I want to be with and I want to marry from, and you marry, and then you etc. But in Islam, those are women just made for sex. Women then you never saw. You never even spoke a word for them. And right away when they come to you, right away they take off their panty. Actually, they are not wearing any panty. And right away they are ready. They are pre-made for sexual entertainment. So if the God of Islam is a true God, what kind of God he is promising me that he will give me women for sex, a woman I never met, I have no relationship with, I do not know their names, I have no idea who they are. The Muslims, they say to you that Jesus was a Muslim. If Jesus was a Muslim, then how Jesus is not promising us vagina the same as Muhammad? Excuse my language. How come he is not promising us black label and wine, a river of milk, a river of honey? Why he is not promising us boys, naked boys, which is the children abuse? I mean, what kind of God he want to give me 80,000 child to abuse them for eternity? To make one person happy, I'm going to abuse 80,000 child. That is God? I mean, can't Allah make me happy without abusing children? Let us say, for the sake of argument, Allah wanna make me happy. Okay. Why I need 80,000 child to serve me if they are servant really, not for sex? What the point of having 80,000 child? And those 80,000, they are created just for my entertainment. What kind of a God, what kind of me as a human who accept such a reward? Not to forget to mention, if you have 3 children at home, they will drive you crazy and not. Imagine those 80,000 child in your house, and supposedly they are going to make you happy to serve you. And they are very beautiful, like pearls. Why they are very beautiful? And they will not bleed. Bleed from what? Muhammad, with no question, he is serving the devil. He speaks to your belly. What do you like? Do you like to eat good food? Okay, I have a bird meat. Do you like sex? I have a lot of it. The hadith says that a Muslim, when he have sex in heaven, he will have 70 years orgasm. His orgasm will last for 70 years. I don't want to speak dirty and filthy, but imagine a man having orgasm for 70 years. I mean, who is the crazy here? Six, 70 years orgasm, and before you finish the orgasm, a second woman will come from your back, and she will put her hand in your shoulder, and she will say to you, it's my turn. And then you look at her and you find her face is the same as a mirror. I don't know how beautiful that is, but those Arab, they never saw a mirror, you know, like the only rich people, they have it. So her face is so soft like a mirror, and you will ask her, who are you? She said, I am the one who Allah created for me, so take me. And then you start again having sex with the second woman, and then you will do it for 70 years, and orgasm will be 70 years, which means the total sex process for every woman is 140 years. 70 years sex and 70 years orgasm. And before you finish the second one, a third one will come. So you are eternity having sex. Why a Muslim cannot see that this cannot be from God? What kind of God he promised me such a promise? Can't you tell? Muhammad, he knew exactly those Bedouin what they like. They like to drink, so he said, okay, I will give you wine, a river of wine. They like women, a lot of women. They like boys, a lot of boys. They like rubies, like gold, like money, a lot of gold, a lot of silver. This is the devil. This is the devil. The devil always, he use our needs so he can use us for his needs. He don't give things for free. Nothing for free. All the promises of Islam is a clear proof that Islam is of the devil. Same time, if you compare between what Islam promised and what Jesus promised, when the Jews, they said to Jesus, a woman, she get married from the first person, the second person, the second person, third person, who is going to have her when she after life? Jesus said, he and she will not get married. They will be the same as angels. So imagine how beautiful the promise of Jesus and how noble it is. He and she will be the same as angels. What does that mean? What do you mean we will be the same as angels? You know, many people, they don't see really, they don't look deeply in the Bible verses or the teaching of Christ. They take it as we will be happy, the same as angels. This is not only what he is saying. Angels don't have needs. Angels are free. You see, your needs make you a slave of your needs. I need to sleep. I wish I can do my mission 24 hours, 7 days a week, non-stop. If you live 60 years of your life, the fact you are sleeping for 20 years. You believe it? In 60 years of your life, if you are 60 years old now, that's mean you slept 20 years. 20 years of your life is gone. You are doing nothing. Your eyes are closed. You are like a dead body. That because we are not free. I am not free to stay without sleeping. I have no choice. I have to sleep. I have to eat. I get tempted. I need money. So when Jesus promised you that in his heaven you will be the same as angels, he is not just promising you to be happy, as the word happy. He is telling you, you will get your freedom. Finally, you are free. You are free from sickness. You are free from needs. You are free from being tired, from being anything. You are free. And nothing can be described or enough to describe the word of freedom. And the freedom we are talking about is beyond imagination. Imagine if you have a car and you can drive this car non-stop forever. You do not need gas. Every one of us would like to have it, right? So imagine you, a person who is free from all needs. So the Messiah, he came to free us from our slavery. For right now we are slaves of our needs. We are slaves of temptation. I get tempted, you get tempted, we get tempted by a man, he get tempted by women. Women get tempted by men. We get tempted by money. We get tempted by a job. We get tempted. Temptation is all around us and we are weak. And one of the reasons, or the major reason for us we get tempted, is our needs. And always a human being is a greedy. When you are a child, you want to have a bicycle the same as your friend who have a new bicycle. So you keep asking your dad to buy you one, but your dad is poor. He cannot afford to buy one. So you force him to buy one. Then he buy you one. And then your friend, the one you were jealous from him, he buy a better bicycle. So now you're upset again. You are not happy. And that grow with you. When you are in high school, when you are university, always you compare what is between your hands and someone else. And you will never be satisfied. Because always there's somebody have something between his hands better than what you have. As you see it. But with the Messiah, we learned not only that we will be happy in heaven, we learned how to be happy in earth. We learned how to be appreciate, or we have appreciation for what we have. I advise people to attend funerals. It might be funny to say so, but I notice that people, they get back to their mind when they see somebody is buried in the grave. Then they remember their size and they remember who they are. People when they are alive, they think they are kings. They think they are gods. They think they are everything, and whatever they have is going to be there. Don't be one of those people. Time will take you. Time go fast. Yesterday I was a child. Tomorrow you are a man. The day, it's like a day. It's like a day it pass away. And then you find yourself, suddenly you are in your grave. And you find everything you accomplished, it was a joke. As long as it was about money. It was not about a family, doing something good in your life, being someone to be remembered by many for you are being good. Time goes so fast. But by the Messiah, even our earthly days can be so beautiful. You see, when they asked the Messiah how to pray, he didn't say just ask God for forgiveness. He said, forgive to us the same as we forgive to others. So from the earth, the Messiah is training you how to live in heaven. In order to get into my heaven, you have to learn how to forgive, which is absolute love. Forgive to us the same as we forgive to others. You know what I mean? Forgive to us. Why? Okay, I am God. Why I want to forgive to you? Because we forgive to others. That from the beginning, the teaching of the Messiah. Not this, not like the Quran, where the Quran says, "Qatiluhum yu'azzibuhum Allahu bi'aydikum." Fight them, kill them. Allah will punish them by your hands. The Messiah says, help them, take care of them, and Allah will bless you by doing their work by their hands. There's a huge difference. Somebody saying we have to pray for our needs. My friend, we do not need to pray for our needs. You see, I don't agree really with that. I should pray. If I love God, I pray for him, not because I should, because I have needs, because I love him and I know he loved me. Then the needs is something normal we have in our life. You don't call a friend you care for just because you need him. You call him to say hello, how are you? Right? So imagine we are talking about our Lord. So you don't call upon the Lord because you need the Lord. You call him because you love him and because you know he loves you and he knows your needs. So we don't pray because we have needs. Otherwise we are just like worms who like to get the benefit of a person who can give us needs. So we call him because we need him. You know what I mean? We should not do that. Imagine you have a son. For 20 years he did not call you to say I love you, I miss you, and then suddenly he called you, he says, Dad, I need money. And obviously this son is not good. He is just a person. He is calling you because now he need you, for he remember you for the needs. He doesn't remember you for who you are. The Messiah, my friend, he changed the life of many, and he changed my life too. I wasn't, if you know me in the past, I used to look for a fight. Like in school, if I see someone, but it always was a good fight. So if I see someone is weak and someone is taller and bigger trying to beat him, I take the side of the weak and beat the guy who is the taller. When I see a fight in the street, I get alarmed, as if they are calling me. The Messiah, he changed your life. He make you think of how you are going to be in this life as something beautiful, not something harmful. Beautiful to yourself, beautiful for your inner, beautiful for those who are around you. So you will be like an icon made by God. So either you choose to be an icon made by God, or you choose to be an icon made by the devil. It's up to you. And this is the difference between Islam and Christianity. In Islam, you are not to choose what you are. Muslims believe in destiny. One of the major beliefs in Islam is to believe in the destiny which Allah he decreed for you before he created you. We as a Christian, we don't believe in that. This is why Jesus, he said, not everyone's, say to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of my Father, but the one who do his will. So the Lord, he have a will, and you have your own will. So either you choose to do your own, or you choose to do his own. All right? Yeah, we have a Muslim kid here. Let me show you an example of the devil. Hold on. Yeah, I want to show you what the devil do. When a person he believed in Islam, he became a son of the devil, and there's no question about that. It doesn't matter who. Let me show you. This is a text. We are teaching and talking about how to love others, how to help others, and look what the Muslims are worried about. He is worried about how to insult people around him. Do you see how they are? This is a son of the devil. This is exactly what the Muslims are. The one you follow, he changed your life, either to be the devil or to be the same as your good God who do good to others. Muslims, they are following the devil, so they are full of hate. They cannot imagine themselves saying something good. They have to hurt you. Even they fabricate lies about someone they never met and they don't know, just to hurt your feeling. They enjoy it. In the Middle East, honest to God, you can go and search in YouTube how the Muslims, they torture cats and dogs. The Muslim, they say to you, a woman, she did not give water to a cat, Muhammad, he said she will go to hell. Muhammad, he ordered to kill all the dogs. What are you talking about? If Muhammad was a good man, why he want to kill all the dogs? What kind of a madman, the man, he want to kill every dog around, unless he is sick, criminal. You know what? Even criminals, they like to have dogs. What's wrong with dogs? I can trust a dog to be in my room, but I cannot trust Muhammad to be in my room. I can trust a dog with a child female or male, but I cannot trust Muhammad with a child male or female. Dogs are wonderful animals. Muhammad is not. All the reference about Muhammad proving that Muhammad is an evil man. And this is why you see his followers, they are enjoying being evil. I saw Muslims making fun of Nabil Qureshi before he died, but because of cancer, because they are following the devil. I saw people, they are making fun of David Wood because he have a children who have illness, because they are the devil followers. You forgot, Muslims, that your Muhammad, all his sons died. Is that mean because Allah, he cursed him? Just to show you how stupid what you are saying. If somebody have a child, he is sick, or his son, he die, he is cursed by God. So how you explain to me your prophet himself, all his sons died? Millions of Muslims die every year by cancer. Are they cursed by Allah? Your mother, your father, your parents, your son, your daughter might die by cancer. Does that mean they are cursed by Allah? Stupid, evil, disgusting people. One day I will die, and they will say Allah, he caused his death. Your God, you know, your God Allah is a false God. Does not even exist. He cannot save Muhammad. Muhammad died by poison, like a rat, and he could not save him. But did the Quran says that Allah, he saved Jesus? I mean, why Jesus is important for Allah, Muhammad is not? I am supposed to make a video for 15 minutes, and the 15 minutes became how long? How many hours? Guys, we will be here again at 4:30 p.m. in New York time. How many of you would like to join us? Give me one. How many of you would like to join us at 4:30 today? 4:30 p.m. New York time. How many? Let us see. Maybe you do not need to for me to come back. Maybe, I don't know. So I'm asking. You know, I am Arab. We believe in democracy. All right. Yes, 4:30 Eastern time. You know, remember I do fixed days for broadcast, and I do in the side. So just I can like this is why I made it not only in one time, so those who live in different locations they can join us. So sometime I do it early morning, but we have 3 days which is a fixed date, Sunday and Wednesday and Friday at 4:30 p.m. New York time, Eastern time. During the week I do broadcast too, you know, sometime I do even 3 times in the same day. Actually, before I did do this one, I made a private one. The reason I make it a private because those videos can be flagged. So I made them private, then I download them, then I will load them again in the website I told you about. It's called minds.com. All right, this is my account here, minds.com. So you can join me here, and you can subscribe, and you can get all the new videos which is not located in YouTube. This is why I called the broadcast today. I have the title there about minds.com. So if you like to always to see the videos which is not in YouTube, I will load video. Actually, after I finish from here, there's a video I have it ready to load it about the Kaaba. So just give me maybe 10 minutes. It's going to be ready there after I finish broadcast, and you guys can watch it and you can download it. Download the videos here is very easy. Click at the video, make it play, be sure it's playing, and then you click with the right side of your mouse and you click at save video as. All right, the video from yesterday I have to do some editing, cut it. You see, people are not helping me, so I have to do it myself. So I'm going to cut that video to pieces and then I will do it again. All right, so I want to say thank you guys for being here, and I will see you in a few hours from now at 4:30 p.m. New York Eastern time. Christ is Lord, Islam is false. I mean to that. See you soon again. Bye-bye.